Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So as of late I've been having a few problems with my auto focusing. First of all, I thought it was just my settings within Nina, and then I realised that maybe it wasn't the settings. The settings haven't really changed, but my focusing curves weren't the same, and I was having to refocus and do more focus runs than normal. And I realised maybe there's something not quite right with my Pegasus motor. Now mine is an old version of the Pegasus motor. It is just the motor, it's not the focus cube that's got the built-in controller. I use the controller that's built into my Pegasus UPB power box. So I thought maybe it was time for an upgrade. I've had this for about probably 5 years, and I thought maybe I'd like to get one with a built-in controller. So I had a look around, and the one I liked the look of was from Astroasis, the Oasis motor focuser. Which fits directly onto the focuser hub. So I reached out to them and they sent me one. Now I've only got this for a while to review, and if I like it, which, well, it looks like I'm probably going to, I will purchase it from them, because I think it's a superb unit, as you'll see in the rest of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into two videos. This video, we're going to get on the desk and we're going to unbox this and show you what's in the box, show you what it's all about, some close-ups. And then in the second video I'll do, in probably a few weeks time, months time, I'm going to get this fitted to my Skywatcher Esprit, take the Pegasus motor off, fit this on, and then get it up and running in Nina and do some focus curves and checks. I have actually already tested this in Nina and set it up, and it does work absolutely beautifully, exactly how it should, but I need to get it on the scope to be absolutely sure, hence why I want to split it into two videos. I didn't want to do it all in one go because I wanted to get this part of the video out just to get people aware of this focuser and the fact that it's out there, because it does seem to be an excellent bit of kit. And secondly, I don't want to take my rig apart just yet for various reasons. I need to do that in about a month's time. So this is the first part, just the unboxing, so let's get on to that. So this is the box that came, that the focuser's in. It's already been opened, but I'll just show you how it came. Came packaged in this effective but unusual type of protective wrapping paper. So extremely well wrapped. Move that out of the way. And then in this cardboard box, first thing we've got is a list of everything that's in the box, and then everything individually wrapped in little cardboard boxes. Got some more packing. So the first thing is the temperature probe. It comes with its own temperature probe because the focuser does have temperature compensation. There. The next one is the USB cable, again in its own little box, which is a neat USB cable, gold plated. Not sure I'll use that because I have got a right angled one that I've bought, which I think is probably going to look better on the scope, but I'll show that in a bit. A box of hex keys, obviously for fitting, different size and length hex keys in there. Looks like there's 3 altogether, 3 different size hex keys, and again I'll talk about why there's different size ones of those in a moment. We've got the clamps. Now normally this focuser comes as a kit, and you buy the kit that's got the relevant clamp for your focuser. They've actually sent me 2 clamps with this kit, one for my Esprit and another one because I wasn't sure which scope I was going to use it on. So the one for the Esprit is this larger one, and that basically clamps to your focus hub, but again I'll show you that. And then these 2 smaller boxes, one is the gears and one is just a box of screws, obviously for fitting different screws, different lengths for fitting the clamp and different things. Now the gears, again, these come depending on what kit you buy specific for the scope. So I've got one for the other scope that I was going to fit it to, and this one is for the Skywatcher there, the Esprit, and this basically fits to the shaft, the focuser shaft, and has a gear on the end there which will coincide with the gear in the actual focuser unit. So you take off the focusing knob, that fits on the end. This is where your different size Allen keys come in to tighten this down onto the focus shaft, which leaves you with a gear on the end ready for the main assembly. This being the main focuser assembly. And there it is. It's 77mm long by approximately 39mm at the widest point, which I think is there. Now the beauty about this, if you can see the on and off there, it's a clutch mechanism. Now if you can see, imagine that being clamped to your focuser. You can actually turn the whole unit on and off. Obviously if I unlock it first it would help. You can turn the whole unit on and off. And what that basically does, if you imagine that clamped to your scope, that would be engaged now with the gear on your focuser shaft, and you can turn the whole unit to the off position and that disengages it. And what that allows is for you to manual focus using the knobs on the other side of the focuser, which I think is a great feature. So you've got on, it's engaged, and off, it's disengaged. Now when you've got it in the position of on or off, there's then a locking screw to lock it down. Just needs to be thumb tight, and now that won't move. So there'll be no accidental disengaging or re-engaging, which I think is a great feature. There are other focusers like this out there with a similar feature, but I do like the feel of this. It's solid metal, not too weighty, but it feels solid. Now on the back here you can see you've got your USB 2 port, temperature compensation for your temperature probe, and then your power port. Now the only thing that isn't in this box is a power cable, which is odd, but I think most of us have already got power cables that'll fit these. It's just a standard 5.5 times 2.1 power cable. I'll be powering it from my Pegasus hub, so not a problem there with power cables. And then the reason I said about using a right angle is because with a normal USB cable it's probably going to stick out to about there, whereas a right angle will keep the aesthetics a lot neater and keep the cable from sticking out too much. So that's just my personal thing, wanting to use a right angled USB cable. Now there's an ASCOM driver for this, which again I've tried and works extremely well, does everything it should do. And also this is Bluetooth. Now there's an app, an Astroasis app, that you can put on your phone or tablet, and this will connect to that app via Bluetooth very, very easily, and you can operate it via that app. Now the downside is with the Bluetooth is you can't use it via your Astro software via Bluetooth. It won't connect via ASCOM or to any Astro software using the Bluetooth, which was a shame. I was hoping it would, because potentially then the only cable you would need was the power cable. So again it would save on another cable, but no, that's not the case. It only works via Bluetooth with their own app. So whether that's something that'll change in the future, I don't know. But it is good just for testing purposes, to make sure that it's working, and testing it on your desk in the house if you want to test it before you fit it to your actual scope. But the feature is obviously built, the Bluetooth feature is obviously built in. Now the bracket, what happens is this bracket is what fits to your focuser hub. That fits to your focuser hub, and then it clamps with one of the screws there around, and then this is bolted, those three holes there is bolted to the three holes there, so effectively it will be fitted like that and clamped to your focuser hub like so. So you can see how far it'll stick out around, well that's 77mm, so around 78, 79mm. And I think my Pegasus one probably comes out majority of that anyway, the size of it. So not really that much more than what I've got, and it's probably a similar weight as well to the focus motor I've got now, so hopefully I won't need much rebalancing on the third axis. So yeah, like I say, they come in different kits. You can get different size brackets to do a range of these, and they do a range of gears as well to fit onto your particular focus shaft, and that engages with the gear in there, and it tells you exactly where to fit this on the shaft so that when it's engaged it's in exactly the right position. The only thing I will say is when you do engage and disengage, when you've engaged it and you re-engage, sometimes you need to just turn the fine focus knob on the other side just to re-engage it and mesh it properly, because sometimes obviously the teeth don't necessarily engage perfectly as they should, so you might just need to, but you'll know when it's engaged because this will go to the fully on position, and obviously the fully off is disengaged, and then lock it down. So as you can see, very well packaged. Everything comes in individual boxes, very neat. Can't fault it. Like I say, I can't wait to get this on my scope and to try it out. It's a very high precision motor. It's twice the resolution of my Pegasus. You get roughly around 125 to 150 steps per 0.1 millimeters of focus and movement. Now obviously that will vary from scope to scope. I think my Pegasus moves around 2 microns per step. This moves around 1 micron per step, so it's twice the resolution, which again is going to be good. Backlash is, according to their specs, is 1/3 of the backlash of most other focusers out there, even though you've got this extra gear, because obviously a lot of other focusers are a direct connection to the shaft. You don't have this gear, but I'm assuming there's less gearing in here, and that's how they can say that the backlash is a lot less. And they quote around 1/3 to 1/5 of the backlash of other motors. So there you have it, the unboxing of the Astroasis motor focuser. So that was of some use to you guys. It is a great little focuser, and if you're in the market for a new one, then you know, up to now I would highly recommend. I intend on keeping this and purchasing it at the end of my review period, but until we get it on the scope and try it in the real world of imaging, I don't think there's going to be a problem, but that'll be coming up in part 2 of the video. So there you have it, the unboxing video of the Astroasis focuser. Now I really like it, I really do, and I'm looking forward to getting this fitted to my scope. It's a great little focuser. It's neat, it's small and compact, as you've seen. It does exactly what it says on the tin. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to really look forward to using this, I think. So I hope you found that of some use. If so, again, I said it before, leave your comments. I do like to hear from you, and I will try and answer them all. So until the next video, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, thanks for any thumbs up that you give, and I'll catch you in the next one. Clear skies.